Well, hello friends, Coach Bob with you today, and today we are going to be doing our last ride in South Dakota. It was a great trip, it was a beautiful trip, it was a wonderful trip, it was all of those things. As I ride, I just wanted to share some of my thoughts and feelings about what I've experienced this year, about how beautiful the ride was, and all of that. You know, I call these Rider's Editions. This is definitely a Rider's Edition film. If you like scenery and you like motorcycle riding, you're going to love this video. I didn't cut a lot of it out, so it's a little longer than a lot of my riding videos so that you can see Spearfish Canyon in the absolute beauty that it offered. The road was absolutely perfectly smooth and the ride absolutely perfectly stellar. It is just a magnificent thing, and in my little pea brain that's up there, I think about this ride a lot, especially if you're having one of those days. So enjoy this video, get you a cup of coffee, sit down, and enjoy Spearfish Canyon. So temperature wise, let's talk about how today has been. Earlier, you know, went out from a ride, went to see Devil's Tower earlier today. It got super hot, and I got too hot. Went back to the room and kind of had the air turned down, kind of got the old chills. Anyway, I was like, am I going to go out again this evening? And this is going to be my only opportunity because I have to hit the road tomorrow. And I said, if I feel up to it, I'm definitely going out one more time. It's just important to take advantage of every bit of the riding that I can while I'm here. So I'm super excited to be out and moving around, feeling good and ready to ride this loop. So before we get going, if you would give the video a big old thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, all that stuff. You know I would appreciate it. It would make me super duper happy. I also want to thank all of you, and by that I mean all of the folks that were here that stopped and took time out of their life to share a small piece of their life with me as an individual, and I'm always appreciative of that. The kindness and the generosity that you show me is very humbling. You are all amazing, wonderful people, and it is it is just very humbling to have that many people in your corner. So thank you to my CanAm family. I really do appreciate you. You know, today when I was leaving Devil's Tower, it was hot and all those people were in line, and I'm leaving, and there is a group of riders, and I hear 2 or 3 people go, "Hey, Coach Bob!" They recognized my helmet and the Spyder, and the jacket probably, you know, from the channel, because I'm a creature of habit, as you know, and it's just the funniest thing, man. You know, I never expected any of that, but it is a very, very neat outcome, and it makes me really, really happy. It doesn't make me cocky or puffed up. It just makes me smile. So thank you guys, all of you, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are just amazing to me, and I just can't thank you enough. I also want to thank BRP for the opportunity to ride this Sea to Sky. You know, this thing is really, really nice, and I've been able to ride it. I put 490 miles on it on this trip in just 2 days, and it's been a lot of fun. I'm going to be doing 1,000 miles on it real soon altogether, and I'll, you know, give you that 1,000-mile review. Again, I'm going to be giving you all of the stats and all that stuff just as well. But the ability to ride such a beautiful machine and be able to share all of my findings with you guys is really cool. Enough of my babbling, let's just enjoy some riding in Deadwood, South Dakota, as we do the beautiful Spearfish Loop, I'll call it. This is an absolutely beautiful ride, and waiting this late in the day, where you've got a large shadow just cast over the side of the mountain. It's really cool inside the shade, and then you pop out into the sun and it's nice and warm. And so the moment you start feeling hot, you're in the shade and you're just cooling off. It's wonderful. We're almost to Cheyenne Crossing now. I just wanted to take a minute. You know, one of the things that people either love or hate about me is when I start talking about
motivation and appreciation, and I'm going to take a minute to talk about that right now. I want you to know that appreciating your life is really, really important. You know, I've been reading a lot of Bible verses in the mornings about being strong and being courageous. You know, I know that the things that I've gone through, and I haven't shared every detail with what I went through with my heart, but let's just say that it went a little closer than I wanted it to. And as far as the AFib, I'm out of the woods. There are a few other kind of extenuating circumstances that I'm going to be contending with for a while, maybe the rest of my life. But I've always appreciated my life. I'm going to tell you that. I always have. But I appreciate it more now because I know it could fail. It can be over. And I don't want it to be. And so I want to appreciate and love what I have. This is my turn here, going to Spearfish Canyon. All right. There's the Cheyenne Crossing. That's where people eat their grub, hang out. Cool place. Look at those trees. But I appreciate everything more. I appreciate I appreciate this scenery more than I would have 3 months ago. I'm just going to be quite honest with you. You're not promised another sunrise, y'all. You're not promised another sunset. And I'm going to tell you, if you're sitting around moping like I've done since this has happened, I've allowed myself to fall into that trap. Don't allow yourself to do it. Don't be smart. Being smart means learning from your mistakes. Be wise. Learn from my mistakes. Wow. Let every moment be a sweet, sweet aroma. Just be a sweet offering to your Father. That it can just be this wonderment. Every breath is a gift. It is a gift. And I am thankful that I'm here today. You know, I didn't think I was going to get to come on this trip. And I was being guided to not by quite a few folks. I mean, for multiple reasons. The meds that I'm taking, they were worried that I was going to have problems with that. The fact that, you know, I'm less than 2 months out of my ablation, or heck, less than a month out of my ablation, less than 2 months out of my 5-day AFib and some other things. So when you look at that, they're like, it's just too early. You don't need to be doing this. And even, you know, I'm going to tell you, God bless her, Gidget, you know, my BRP representative. She was like, Coach, don't feel pressure to do anything. Don't let us pressure you to do anything. You take care of yourself. I mean, they care about me. They do. They care about me. And my family is cared about me. And I appreciate it with a level of appreciation that I could not have had before. And I am soaking up every bit of this ride and thinking about all of the wonderful things that all of my friends and family have done to help take care of me. I'm indebted to them, man. I want to tell you, I'm gonna name my doctor. Okay, I'm gonna call him my electrician. This is the guy that shocks your heart. He's the guy that does the ablations and stuff. His name is Dr. Singh. And so Dr. Singh, I salute you, my friend. You know, he may or may not watch this video. I don't know if he will or he won't. But I'm going to say this. He's a good man. He's a good man. And that he's a great doctor. He's a great doctor, okay? But I'm going to tell you, I don't really trust great men. I trust good men. Great men are arrogant. Good men are honest, hardworking, and forthright. You can be great at what you do. You can be a great motorcycle rider. You can be a great doctor. You can be a great professional. You can be a great whatever. But I want you to be a good person. And he's a good man. And he has sat down with me and talked to me about how to handle my life. Not just medically. He has inspired me to work through my fear, you know. Now, he may not even realize that he's done that, because good men rarely do recognize the impact that they have. But he's had a huge impact on me, And I salute him and I thank him. I'm not going to tell you to live today as if it were your last, because if you did that, you may spend all your money in one shot, you know, because I ain't got tomorrow. I might as well go ahead and go out and buy that new Corvette, drive it for 12 hours, but I can't pay the $1,000 a month note, that kind of thing. Don't be stupid, but appreciate it as if it were your last, because I can tell you that I wasted weeks during this. I did. I wasted weeks. And I'm going to tell you another thing. Here's another little secret. There's a lot more of me to love, y'all. I sat around the house because I couldn't really go out in the heat and work out. And the one thing that you should be on when you have something like this is a heart-healthy, light diet. And I didn't do that. I ate like a pig. And guess what? I'm feeling like a pig, and my midsection is kind of looking like a pig. So I've got to get on it, and you know, I let myself down. I'm just going to be quite frank with you. I let myself down, and I take that very, very seriously, because I have to set an example for the young people that I coach, and for my family, for my wife, for my children, for my grandchildren. It's just very, very important to me. Not that being, you know, a fine physical specimen is what you have to do. It's not about that. It's about the discipline. It's about the self-control, that sort of thing. Oh, look at that. That just makes me want to strip down to my skivvies and jump in. I'll bet you that water, I bet it is old. Look at that. How can you not appreciate it? Got some hikers up here crossing the road. Look at that. It's wonderful. There they go. Wow. That's Spearfish Creek, and this is Spearfish Canyon. This is one of the beautiful rides that is not really on the map, but it's on mine, and now it's on yours. Look at that. Down in the canyon, looking at these huge rock faces, making sure I got nothing behind me, so that I can just cruise at about 5-10 miles an hour and just absorb it. Just absorb it one more time before I have to leave. You know, when I lay on my deathbed, whenever that time comes, I don't want to regret being a bitter man or an angry man. I want to know that I lived large and I loved deep, and that everyone that I came into contact with, that I left a drop of grace that helped fashion their lives to make them a better and more happy person. I pray that I've done that, and I pray that when I get to that place, that's how I feel, that I didn't waste time, that I didn't squander my life. And I don't want you to feel that way either. And I can tell you, if you live your life in a bitter and angry way, when the time comes, you will regret it. I've held the hand of someone who was dying, who regretted decades of their life, feeling that they had thrown them away. I don't want to be that, and I don't want you to be that. So you guys hold fast to what is true, hold fast to what is sweet. Live your life, love your family, live large and love deep. You got to. All right. Well, there's your inspirational moments, deep thoughts from Coach Bob 3. All right. Well, thanks for listening to me. I appreciate it. What a lucky boy I am to be riding this road. If I was formal, I would be a lucky lad. I think that sounds better anyway, doesn't it? Listen to Coach Bob. He's a lucky lad. I'm a lucky lad. Yes, are you a lucky lad or a lucky lass? Yes, you are. You may not believe it, but you are. If you're watching this channel, that means you got a breath of life, you got an ear that hears and an eye that sees. You are a lucky lad or a lucky lass. And I am feeling amazing to be out in this one more time. Thank you, God, for Spearfish Canyon. This is the bomb, baby. So I'm going to shut up, and we're just going to ride for a while. Who knew that my last ride would be my favorite, and it was right out the back door. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that always how it is? Look at that road. It is pancake smooth, baby. Well, if I was on my speed triple, I could probably kill myself. I'd be on my deathbed sooner than I thought. Now I'm going to tell you that earlier, this was on the Iron Mountain Loop. I had a Harley guy that didn't, we'll just say he didn't negotiate the turn well and ended up in my lane. And I had enough road to keep him from hitting me, but it was close. It was close. So be careful. You see these big bikes, these dudes, they think they know what they're doing. If they might know what they're doing, but they may not know the road, and they think it's just going to be a 90-degree turn, and it might be 180 degrees. Wow, look at this. This was a beautiful, beautiful ride. You know, you look down, you see stuff. You look at what you see when you look up. I got nothing behind me. Look at that. You got just these sheer rock faces, and then trees growing out of the top of the little ledges. That's nuts, man. There's just so much to absorb. It's just overwhelming. Look at this, and we're going to have a huge switchback and another switchback. So it's going to be like 180 degrees to the right, and then another sweeping 180 degrees to the left. Devil's bathtub, 100 feet. I guess even the devil got to take a bath, huh? talk to you in just a minute. I'm going to blast through these last few turns, but I know you've enjoyed this beautiful ride. Look, a deer. Look at the little baby deer. There he went. Got to keep a lookout for those guys. Could have been a big one, right? All right. Well, I'll talk to you guys in just a few minutes. All right, so you pop out of the canyon and you're right back out into more beautiful scenery. But the temperature comes up unbelievably just as soon as you're out of that. All the shade from the side of the mountain. It's unbelievable how much more warm it gets. But I'm going to be cataloging some of my ride home, I think, in the truck. We'll see. Just depends on if I see anything interesting or not, or if I have anything to say. If I do, I will do. If I don't, well, you know, we'll be riding back in Tallahassee again. But my friends, thank you for going along with me. Thank you for sharing Deadwood experience with me. And I am grateful that you are here. But this ride is coming to a close. So until next time, I want you to do me a favor. Yes, you go out by the motorcycle of your dreams. Eat right. Take care of yourself. And remember, if you're not having fun, you are definitely doing it wrong. Now you go seize the day, and I will see you on the road real soon. All right. Got a few more miles to go. Let's go, baby.